University of Kentucky cheerleader, 21, arrested after her newborn is found dead inside of a black trash bag in closet. Laken Snelling, 21, was cuffed Sunday after cops were called about an unresponsive baby at a residence near campus grounds in Lexington, the Lexington Police Department said in a statement. Officers found the infant wrapped in a towel inside of a black trash bag in a closet, according to a police report obtained by WLWT. Snelling was confirmed to be the baby's mother. The newborn was pronounced dead at the scene, police said. The cheerleader was interviewed by officers and admitted to giving birth, Lex 18 reported, citing the police report. The new mother has been charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant, cops said. Nearly all abortions have been illegal in the state since 2022. Snelling is listed as a member of the University of Kentucky stunt cheerleading team, according to the school's athletics website. She is a senior at the university and has served on the competitive team for the past 3 seasons, according to Lex 18.
Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. That by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. Just want to say the water toward the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And one of the things that Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus, spoke of in the last days before His coming, would be, matter of fact, let me just grab it real quick, because this article right here, this is not too far away from me here. Hazel Park police investigating double homicide after mom and son found dead. Right? So people are pretty damn heartless out here right now, man. But this is one of the things that Yahweh Shai spoke of. This is Matthew chapter 24. And so the disciples asked the Lord in verse 3 right here. Matthew 24:3, it says, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So what that's going into is going off into the end of this age. Because when you look at it right here, in the New Living Translation, it says an age, which goes off into that word world. It's not necessarily the planet, you know what I'm saying? This is going off into the rule of the so-called white race, basically. When, you know, how long is it going to be, or what's going to be happening before you come to take this man out of rulership. And that's the reason why the world is so you know, out of whack, man, because you got a unrighteous race of people, you know, running the world like they're not capable of running anything righteous. As a matter of fact, that scripture that talks about let me go to it. This nigga down the street, so like he throwing concrete over into this trailer, so Salakia for the noise. But let me get this one real quick. Proverbs 29:2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So people are in mourning right now. You know, that this kingdom has run people into the ground. People tired of shit. You know, especially the saints. He done straight wore the saints out. The saints are worn out. You know, but when it comes to the regular people that that can just move about this earth in a carnal way and used to be able to have a good time, they're not having a good time no more. That shit is a wrap, man. People are losing it. Okay, so let me go back to Matthew, because this is one of the things that Yahweh Shah spoke of in the end of this age before His coming. Verse 12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? Because you have to be a cold-blooded ass person to, you know, do a baby like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if the baby was stillborn, or whatever the case may be, but still, even in that case, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's a cheerleader. She was probably hiding that shit, you know? Probably wearing some little, you know, more baggier clothes and stuff like that, or whatever. And trying to keep that bullshit life going. But that's some cold shit from a mother, man. And that, you know, this is the kingdom that we're living in. Now this particular one right here, this happened yesterday. Matter of fact, it was on they were pretty much waiting on them to show up at this a Labor Day party. Okay, so I'm gonna just start here. It says, so the little boy was 12 and the mother was 41. Family members say the victim and her 12-year-old son were supposed to be at a Labor Day party. They were just waiting on someone to pick them up. A close relative who didn't want to be identified said someone at the party was on the phone with the victim when the person they believe is behind the double homicide walked in on her front door. Some nigga she knew, probably some nigga she done fucked over or whatever, because people not doing stuff like this for nothing. It says family members, let me see, they were on the phone together while the situation was going down, but it went blank. The family member said, she said she didn't hear no screams or anything like that, but she heard the phone go silent. He is 12, like I said, young and innocent. He didn't have anything to do with this. Well, no one is innocent on this planet, and this everyone got something going on with them. Let's get this in Job. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So no one is actually innocent on this planet. Who knows what he may have done in his past life, because there's a such thing as reincarnation. Your body goes, your body decomposes when you're buried, but your spirit goes back to the spirit world, which is, before Yahweh. And the scriptures talked about how judgment is under the sun. Judgment happens on this planet. So the Lord put some parents back together, whoever it was that she slept with, put them together, had this little boy 12 years ago, and the Lord gave him his sentence. So he's not guiltless, man. No one is on this planet. Okay, but it says, instead of joining his middle school classmates after holiday break, the Hazel Park School District notified families of resources to aid students dealing with the death of a classmate, letting them know a 12-year-old and his mom were killed on the holiday. The family is in our thoughts, prayers, and support, all that good stuff. You know how that go. The family member said that the last phone call happened around 4 p.m. on Monday. Shortly after 4 p.m., Hazel Park police said they found the mom and the son inside the home. They haven't said how they died, only that they sustained injuries from apparent trauma. Police are investigating this as a double homicide. So, there you have it, man. And it's a lot of shit going on out here, man. Yeah, this is pretty much a video of the story right here. So I don't necessarily have to get, I just read through it. But yeah, man, a lot of judgment has been going out, man, in the planet, man. Okay, so there was another one too. Well, what's this little teenager? I think it might be in my hookup though. No, he wasn't even a teenager. He's 11 years old and shit. He got gunned down, trying to do one of them goddamn TikTok challenges. I don't know if it's in here. Oh yeah, this one right here too. A 16-year-old girl was shot in the throat during a sleepover while fixing her friend's hair. So this chick right here, this bitch done rolled through and done a drive-by on somebody that I guess she was beefing with like a month or so before. But she ended up shooting through the house, and a bullet, caught this little girl, or I can't say little girl because she's 16, she's a young woman, caught her ass in the throat, man. And this is the type of shit that women are doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are out here committing these kind of crimes, man. Like, she spun the block, bro. Like, she really got down. And matter of fact, she shot up some other shit before she got there. So I guess she just got to a point of crash out, man. She got to that crash out mode. I haven't seen this one. Prayers pouring in after 2 U.S. college students are found dead. Okay. Not sure what this one is about. I hadn't seen it. But, I mean, it's so much shit going on. A student in South Carolina, age 48. Okay, I guess you motherfuckers go to college later, shit, because you 48 years old in college. Okay, it's not saying really what happened here. Okay, no, it's not saying what really happened, so I don't know about that one. But anyway, oh, here we go again. Detroit community looking for missing 17-year-old girl. Look, ain't no 17-year-old black girl, and there's no such thing as black people. This is a young woman, man. And if she's 17, like, Come on, we say this all the time. These little only people that come up missing here in Detroit is these little fucking Eves, man. It's rare that you will see a young man coming up missing. It's mainly these young so-called black. We say so-called black because they're not actually black. You know, there's no such thing as black people. Just different shades of brown people. You know what I'm saying? And we are Israelites. But every week, I've done a lesson on this last week. Every week, it's a so-called black chick coming up missing. Matter of fact, I think she's not the only one. Matter of fact, it's another one that came up missing. That was 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't found yet. But overall, they out doing what they do, man. They out being slut buckets, man. Okay, it says yeah, this is not too far away from here neither. Oakman Boulevard District without permission. Oh, so she left the home, without permission that evening, but failed to return. Now police have released a public notice for anyone with information. No, she's somewhere fucking. Here she go right here. She's out here, somebody banging her damn head against a damn headboard. And that's that, man. And then, like I said, they always pop back up. They've been found safely, but they never say where these bitches was at. Right? Like, come on, bro. You done left the crib without permission. It says that social media posts gain traction. Other pages dedicated to amplifying missing person cases shared their support. As more remains missing, her case calls attention to the number of missing black youth across the country. According to 2024, and that's them curses, man. Curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28 overall. Black women and girls face higher rates of violence and trafficking. However, media attention often steers away when they are reported missing. Yeah, because it's them curses. And then what the fuck are you do? You just leaving home without permission? That shit happens a lot, man. It's not like somebody just luring your ass. No, they walk their ass out of the house and they go and do what they do. It says black women and girls are disproportionately affected by violence, trafficking, and systematic neglect, leading to high rates of disappearances and place them in a greater risk for homicide. Although they make up a significant portion of missing persons cases in the U.S., their stories often go underreported and unnoticed. That's a part of the curses. It is what it is. So we don't have to go no further into that. Like I said, there was another one, too, I seen earlier that they looking for. Here we go right here, another one. Man suspected of murdering 2-year-old boy is caught 5 years later wearing a wig. You can run, but you can't hide. Look at this nigga, man. Through, bro. But that's that love of many waxing cold, man, in these end days. And also, 2 Timothy chapter 3 goes off into in the end days that, there will be perilous times. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1, it says, this know also. Matter of fact, let me read it in the NLT, the New Living Translation. It says, you should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times. For people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that. So this whole list is pretty much anyone you come across these days, man. Your neighbor next door to you, across the street from you, motherfucker you might be in behind of, waiting to pay at the gas station. And that's why we say constantly. Let's get 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Can't stress this enough, man. Prayer goes a long ways. 1 Thessalonians 5:17, 3 words. It says pray without ceasing. In the NLT it says never stop praying. So you should be praying, when you wake up, throughout your day, when you lay down, and repeat. Praying for your family, so that things like that, people coming up missing, and shit happening, man, to you, to people, the way that this been happening, you want to pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for his mercy and protection, man. Right? So, again, it says never stop praying. And also, let's get this one on Ephesians 5:15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So you need to walk circumspectly, man. You know, you need to be looking around, checking your damn rear view mirrors as you're driving. Every damn stop sign you come to, you don't need to be on your phone, or every stoplight. Because that's generally, you pull up on the side of anybody at a stoplight, the motherfuckers is on their phone. They never look up. That's how a lot of them be getting carjacked. They never look up until somebody tapping on the window with that pistol. That's it, man. So, you know, you want to be circumspect out here. And again, there's so many more stories, bro. We don't even have to even, you know. Because, like, you know, you have these related stories, you know, once you get into an article. And it shows you a whole bunch of shit. Decomposing leg belonging to alleged pedophile, the main suspect. Bro, it's crazy, bro. They kept asking for mom and dad killed as their 7 kids are hurt in horrific ATV crash. I think, yeah, that was in Alabama. I've been seeing that on little CNN news or whatever. But the Lord is judging people, man. He's judging people regularly. There's another one. Let me see where this is at. Prayers pouring in after horrific U.S. highway crash kills 3. And I try my hardest to stay off the damn freeway, bro. To the best of my ability, if I don't have to get on that bitch, I'm not getting on there. Because even, you know, doing just a little 40 miles an hour, you know what I'm saying, on a side street type of deal, man, is dangerous as hell in America. And people got road rage issues and shit like that too. But here you go. One person was 30, another one was 27, and another one was 53. Out of here. You can clearly see, yeah, that looked like, you know, serious situation there. Okay, so yeah, that was that one. And this right here is some, you know, U.S. Navy deploys warships with 1,200 precision missiles, raising tensions in Indo-Pacific and world. And the Lord spoke about wars, rumors of wars, man. Damn. Florida State linebacker Ethan Pritchard in critical condition after being shot while visiting family. See, and you gotta stay away from, you know, your family, man. I get it. You know, you want to be around your family. Okay, so, but man, this shit is not safe, bro. I don't hang out with family like that. I just don't, man. I don't go to no functions and shit like that, man. Fuck that, man. Damn. Yeah, this is not too far away neither. Southwest Detroit man taken, beaten, and left in burning SUV on the east side. Yeah, these niggas here, boy, crazy, bro. That's why I don't venture out like that. I go, like, you know, I go get my deli bread. You know, I try and hit the store, you know, hit the supermarket or whatever I have to do, and I get my ass back here to the crib. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Aaron Bates in critical condition at hospital. Family begs for prayers. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, man, okay. I guess she having some complications with the birth. Okay, it says, now this is, also lucky I ain't mean to go into it like that, but it says Yemen armed forces vow to open gates of hell on Israel, strike oil tanker in Red Sea. So you got these wars, rumors of wars. That's one of the things that Yahushua spoke of. Because Israel, let me get that one real quick. Israel is that least of the flock that's going to draw out America, man, into this bullshit, you know, into that third woe. And that's one of the last major prophecies, man, to happen. Jeremiah 49:20, it says, therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he had taken against Edom. And Edom is the biblical name for the so-called white race. And his purpose is that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock, which is those Israelis over there, the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So America's gonna be destroyed in thermonuclear with that thermonuclear fire, and Israel gonna get that business too, man. But Israel is gonna be the one that's gonna draw America into the bullshit. Rampage Jackson piece of shit son Raja should have called cops on drunk psycho Stu and sued him. Yeah. I seen that bullshit. You know, he not good counsel from his dad. I'll put it that way. Millions at risk as Trump moves to cut home housing funds in new budget. And who's on the front page here? Nigga women. Cause this dude don't care, man. You so-called black women, he about to cut all the benefits that y'all been getting, man. Yep. He's about to really cut into that bullshit. All that Section 8 shit, all that food stamp shit y'all been getting, all them benefits. No, he about to cut all that shit off. You're gonna go into that Isaiah 4:1 soon. Okay, so I think this is that other story that I read. Suspect robbed man, tie him up, kidnap him, and set car on fire with him inside an empty field. Damn. And did he get out though? He was 60 years old, kidnapped. His car was set on fire in Detroit Monday morning. The victim was taken against his will after being confronted by a group of suspects armed with a gun. The attackers demanded his belongings, ransacked his home located in southwest Detroit, and forced him into his car. The suspects then drove him to an empty field on the city's east side. Witnesses say they heard the man screaming and rushed to pull him out from the burning car. He was found naked and beaten up, but is expected to survive. Okay, cool. All right, well, hey, yeah, man, this is why we say be circumspect, man. You got to be watching yourself, you know what I'm saying? And prayer, man. That prayer, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because the Lord is the one that kills and makes alive. And that's according to Deuteronomy 32 and 32 and 39, I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, man, you want to be circumspect as ever out here, but pray to Yahweh about H.I.M, man, for that protection. God, because it's all on him. Because if anything going down with your ass, it's from the Lord. Deuteronomy 32 and 39, it says, "See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So, who knows? They probably was casing the old man joint, you know, because that particular vehicle, it kind of looked like one of those newer Suburbans or one of those newer Cadillac trucks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something to that extent. Bigger size trucks. So they was probably casing him, man. Probably casing the joint, watching him, you know, watching his moves and shit like that. You know, that's why, you know, you got to be circumspect, man. You know. So I'm gonna end out, man. Let's see what else is in here. We get a little something. Damn. Yep. 1.2 million immigrants are gone from the U.S. labor force under Trump. Yeah, that's a lot of people, man. That's why, you know, the damn food prices is going through the fucking roof. Okay, of course you got the earthquakes. Those are some of the things that Yahweh Shai spoke of as well. Okay, but yeah, all this is pretty much, you know, man, there's so much shit going on in the news, bro. A lot of stuff going on. As you just scroll, all you're gonna see is a bunch of bullshit. Global power shift, the new world order. And then, you know, you just had that big meeting with the president of, or prime minister, or whatever his title is, in India. President Xi of China and Russia. You know, they was over there hand in hand and hugs and shit. You know, over there just looking like they've been the best of buddies all their lives, man. They're gonna come up against America, man. Sure. Yeah, okay, bad. All you see is chunk ass cheeks and all the shorts. Donald Trump is down on all fours, begging Israel to finish the job as Israel's war. See, yeah, them Israelis, man, gonna have you Americans smoked. I've seen this too. Look at this nigga here. Republican election official accused of spiking step-granddaughter's ice cream with MDMA. I seen that too. Look at this weirdo. Goddamn Edomite, bro. Because in the original story that I seen, I thought it was his actual biological granddaughters. And he was probably ready to get down on them, man. You know, he's spiking the ice cream. He put the shit in a Dairy Queen Blizzard, man. Look at this nigga. I seen this the other day. Okay, it says, 66 years old, Republican official who chaired the Surrey County Board of Elections was arrested in late August after police said he allegedly spiked Dairy Queen blizzards ordered by his teenage step-granddaughter. See? And her 15-year-old friend. He was ready to get down. He was waiting on their asses to fall asleep. But I guess they, what it says, they ended up, let me see what it says, because they didn't actually bite into the damn drug. I guess they seen it. Okay, it says, what began as a strange report at a Sheetz gas station quickly unraveled after surveillance footage allegedly showed Yoakley himself slipping the pills into the ice cream while trying to avoid detection. Yep. So they caught his ass on camera. That camera a bad boy, man. Okay, so it says police statements revealed that the teens discovered the pills while eating their blizzards. Though some outlets initially reported alarm, they pulled into a Sheetz parking lot where paramedics flagged down an officer. Field tests confirmed illicit compounds, triggering a full investigation. Authorities later reviewed security footage from the Dairy Queen that allegedly showed him placing the pills while keeping a watchful eye on employees and cameras. See that? Doofy. Officer cleared Dairy Queen employees of wrongdoing. Now, I'm not sure if he was trying to, it couldn't have been. I don't think he was trying to, get a lawsuit or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people are sneaky as fuck like that. Trying to pull a little shit like that, then get a lawsuit. But nah, this nigga, you can clearly see this nigga's a freak. He's trying to get his freak on with them little girls, man. And the reason how you can tell this is an Edomite, because look at the bail. He was released on a $100,000 bond, and that's going off into let's get that in Psalms, chapter 73. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." Now imagine a so-called black guy doing some shit like that. Or a so-called Hispanic or Native American doing some shit like that. $100,000 bond? Are you fucking kidding me? Nah, nigga, you wouldn't have got no bond. You wouldn't have been getting no goddamn bond. You crazy? They're gonna lock your ass up till your court date comes, nigga. And then they're gonna throw the book at you. But just a couple of little news articles to go into, because you can clearly see, look at this clown. 66. What do you think he was trying to spike the ice cream for? He's gonna wait till the ass is snoozed off, lackadaisical, and got to fondling their asses, man. Straight up, man. This is Esau, though. This is his world, and that's the reason why a guy like this can do something like that and get only $100,000 bond, man. That shit is crazy. Let's check out some of these comments on that, and we'll end out. It says, "Why is it not surprising that it's always a Republican?" Yep. As a matter of fact, it says, "Using the stepfather drug in the ice cream story is being used as a manipulative rage bait, which most readers quickly fell for. The story about the stepfather drugging the girl's ice cream happened in early August. The freak, a pedophile, was arrested. This publication and writer are totally anti-Trump, no matter any guy. Anyway, who gives a fuck, man? This nigga done it. They got his ass on camera. They got the film work. He can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? Yep, this says, what is MDMA? It's like, something like cocaine. That this is Republican culture. Deport him. Oh, wait, he's Caucasian. Most likely the convicted felon will pardon him. Yeah, he ain't getting into no trouble. He ain't getting into no trouble, man. As a matter of fact, what's this guy? Let me pull up something else real quick. Real quick. Like, this guy, this Israeli that fled to Israel, man. So this guy, he was able to post $10,000 bail. Let me see if it pops up. Yep. An Israeli cyber official, Tom H.I.M. Alex Drumvich, was arrested in Las Vegas in 2025 here in August here as part of sting operation targeting child predators. After posting a standard $10,000 bail, he was released and returned to Israel before his court date. And he not coming back. Now, mind you, he got arrested with like 10 other people or so, or maybe 7 or 8, whatever the case may be. Now, those other people, they ass is still in jail. But this guy, that's how you know that America, they're all about Israel first, man. You know what I'm saying? So because they let this guy get out, because he here you go, you a cybersecurity guy. You clearly knew that the girl was 15, or it was a sting. It was an FBI sting, rather. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a real girl, but it was a sting from the FBI, and his ass ended up getting caught up in it. And he was able to post that $10,000 bail, and the governor, I think the attorney general of that particular state, she's a damn Edomite Israeli. They let that boy go to Israel. He's not coming back. They're not going to extradite him. And this is not the first time this shit has happened. This has happened multiple times with those Israelis, man. They do all kinds of weird shit. Then they able to go back to Israel, and they never get extradited back here for them crimes that they commit, man. But these other guys, they in jail. Yep, it says he's a senior figure at the Israeli Cyber Directorate, was arrested in Las Vegas. He was charged with felony counts of luring a child with a computer for a sex act. The sting operation involved Nevada police and U.S. federal agents. A day after his arrest, he posted the standard $10,000 bail and was released without any travel restrictions or the need to surrender his passport. This occurred because his case went before a judge, which is typical for standard bail procedures in Nevada. The departure, within days of his release, he flew back to Israel. He did not appear for his first court appearing, though his lawyer reportedly told the court he had an agreement with the state. See? U.S. officials expressed frustration with one U.S. attorney from Nevada blaming local prosecutors for failing to seize his passport, a claim of district attorneys. Anyway, you see what it is, man. But his ass, here you go right here. You know, you're a damn Edomite. Let's see here. One of these Edomite Israelis. Oh, come on, what the fuck going on here? We want to get a picture of this guy. Fuck you showing all these other pictures. I've seen this guy. Slide. Here you go right here. Looking weird as hell. So there you go. There you have it. Now they're going to prosecute these other guys, these U.S. citizens. But this nigga get to go to Israel, man, and not even pop back up. He's not coming back here. They're not going to. You think Trump is going to run this guy down? You think Trump is going to speak to Benjamin Netanyahu, not at you, and tell him, hey, look, you need to have that guy come back here, man, so he can face justice? Hell out of here, man. Not going down. But anyway, enough with the, news topics and stuff like that. But we're living in some serious times, man. Be circumspect, and continue to pray, man. So with that, Kwame Yasha Allah and a bubble ball.